basically a pain in the of everybody actually in the jury, because we are at the start, we're all in agreement, and he's the fly in the ointment, and he just never shuts up, and he goes on and on and on, much to my chagrin. So, but he makes his points along the way. But don't ask me that, because I never hear them.
So this is juror number 3, and I guess and you're talking in terms of characters, that would place me as the protagonist and Rick as the antagonist. So from Rick's point of view, I'm the guy who never shuts up. But from my point of view, he's the guy who never shuts up.
What are you talking about?
And it goes on like that. This phrase, how many times has each of us used it? Probably hundreds. I'm gonna kill you for that, darling. Junior, you do that one more time, I'm gonna kill you. Go ahead, kill him, Rocky! We say it every day. It doesn't mean we're gonna kill someone.
This guy is trying to make you believe things that just aren't so. The boy said he was gonna kill him, and he did kill him.
And for Rick, I guess you'd call him the devil figure.
I'm a reasonable man.
And the worst kind of devil figure, the one who thinks he's the savior. And then the savior, for whom everyone thinks is the devil figure.
See what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about?
I love this guy.
6 is he's a working guy. He's salt of the earth. He's got a pretty strong moral compass, I would say. And he's really looks out for juror number 9, who's the older guy.
Yeah.
He's pretty passionate about his viewpoint, but he'll listen to what others are saying. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
I'll stick up for anybody that wants to talk.
He sees wrongs in the world, and he wants.
Why don't you send one out to the newspaper? They pay $3.
Yo, what do you keep talking to him like that for? You know, a guy who talks to an old man like that really ought to get stepped on.
Get your hands off of me!
You ought to have some respect, mister. You keep saying stuff like that to him, I'm gonna lay you out.
Although he's a sharp-dressed man and seems to have his life together, as far as his decision-making as a juror, he's all over the place. The guy can't make up his mind. I mean, you know, he's here, he's there. I mean, I don't know what to say.
It's true.
He seems to have it together. He's got some good ideas, but yet I don't think he can make up his mind.
Well, it's just off the top of my head, but if it was me and I'd, done the stabbing and everything, I'd take a chance and go back for the knife. He probably figured the body hadn't been discovered and that the body wouldn't be discovered till the next day. After all, it was the middle of the night. And as sort of the gravity of the situation builds over time, I start losing confidence in my decision making.
Yeah, but I think one thing about you though is the one thing that he's very quick to lose what he thinks and actually follow along with someone else to go, maybe this is something that we need to pay attention to.
I am a little bit of a peacemaker. Like, I want people to be, I'm a people pleaser. Like, I want people to be happy, so.
He's an ad guy.
I'm an ad guy.
He's got to make everybody in the room want to, go the same direction.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
He's a little bit faster paced than I am. But, I think if we were drinking a beer or something,
I think we get along better than a lot of the other pairings.
I think they're both trying to keep order and keeping these other guys that are way out of left field.
Yeah.
That are very, that other people are starting to call out. But our two characters are they're more laid back than the rest of these guys that are really like headstrong, or they have very
serious issues. Serious issues.
I didn't want to say it like that, but
Okay, Juror 10 is, he's really opinionated, he's a loudmouth guy, and he really quickly tries to take control of the juror room, and he wants his way, and he's not afraid to let everybody else know it, and he's pushy, and he's also somewhat of a racist, and he's hard to take. That's pretty much how you could sum up Juror.
Boy, oh boy, how do you like that? Well, did or didn't the woman across the street see the kid stab his father?
She says she did. You're making out like it don't matter what people say. What you want to believe, you believe. What you don't want to believe, you don't. What kind of way is that?
I would say number 2 is a lot more timid, particularly when he comes into the jury room. And juror number 3 really kind of puts him in his place, and he's constantly trying to, you know, fit in and get in with everybody, but he kind of gets bullied a lot. And toward the end, he starts standing up for himself a little more. And I think part of juror 2 is just he's shy and he doesn't really know what to say. And juror 10 is definitely not shy.
It was a bit of almost a natural fit for me, just to, you know, I felt like I could draw on my own experience a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like it's the most opposite from who I am. And so in some ways it was really difficult to play this kind of role. On the other hand, it's actually kind of freeing too, because it's a situation where when you're that outrageous and that you're that racist and you're that kind of out there, you can just kind of let go and just get into the character and not worry about it.
What's your name? Davis. My name's McCardle. Well, so long. So long.
I took one.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Are we seriously all gonna have one?
Yeah, you need a couple.
Well, I'm going to use one tonight.
I need a buffer.
You just have a paint rag.